Hey, here's Sean in Virginia, who starts us at 20 after the hour. Sean, good afternoon. How are you today, pal? Okay?
Good, Chris. How are you?
All right, Sean, I'm doing well. Thank you. Let me hear what's on your mind. Fire away. Shoot.
So, everyone, obviously, Tiger's the headliner this week. I would be a little nervous to think he's even in the mix, basically because of one hole he played this year. He had a chance to win in Tampa.
Yeah, I know, and he hit a 2-iron off the 18.
I don't even know if it was a 2-iron. I think it was more like a 5-iron. But that scares me. I mean, what's he going to do if he's got to make a shot, on Sunday on 18? That's a little scary.
Well, he did. He did. Sounds like on that back nine yesterday with Mickelson, which is a feel-good story now with him and Phil loving each other. But it seems like on 13 and 15 yesterday, and we talked to couples about it here today. A little bit yesterday afternoon. It seems like he hit the ball pretty well on the par fives on the back, which is what you want to see him do, hitting driver and 3-woods because we specifically asked. So from that standpoint, maybe he's got a little more confidence with his driving game. But you are right, Sean. There are holes on that golf course where in the par fives that you have to hit deep and get on that green in 2 and get yourself some birdies. We'll see if you can do that on over the weekend.
Agreed. Also, I think Rory, since all he needs to do to win the Grand Slam is win the Masters, I think that's lost some of its luster. So I do think Rory will be in the mix this week because I don't think there's as much pressure on him to win that as there has been in the past. And keep an eye on guys like Tommy Fleetwood, Adam Scott, Jason Day. These are world-class players that Tiger's taking all the attention away from, and they do have an opportunity to win.
That's an excellent point. I do think that helps some players with the spotlight on Tiger, and to a certain degree Mickelson, since he won a couple weeks ago. I think that does help the other player out there. You can kind of lay in the weeds. That's a very good point. I think there's some truth to that. Eric in Pittsburgh, PA, Mad Dog Unleashed. Eric, welcome. How are you today?
Hey, Doggy. How are you, buddy?
Fine, Eric. Thank you. What's on your mind now? What do you have for me?
Hey, listen, I like your take. I don't think Tiger wins. I think Tiger and Phil are both in the mix on the weekend. He can't hit those low stingers that he's been doing at other courses off the tee. He's going to have to open up the driver. But the driver's been really good for him. The speed's back. So we'll see. We'll see about Tiger. A couple names I like for you. I love Justin Rose. I mean, 12 years, cumulative score, 8 under par. He's got the most birdies and eagles at Augusta over those last 12 years. So his game fits that course so well.
And he's due to win another. And he's due to win another major. He got the U.S. Open. He's due for another one. He's that good a player. There's some truth to that. Yep.
And he's due. And he lost to that playoff with Sergio last year. So I think he comes back hard. Another name too, Paul Casey. He's minus 15 the last 3 years cumulative score there. So he knows how to play the course. He has a win this year on the tour. I love Paul Casey. And guys that you're talking about like Jason Day that the last caller brought up, his iron play is ranked 157th with strokes gained to the green right now. So he put a whole new iron game in his bag this week. So I just can't trust Jason Day, but how about Henrik Stenson, another guy? 14.
Yeah, the only thing that bothers me about Stenson, and I disagree with you about Day. He plays well there, and he won an event this year. The thing that worries me about Stenson is the last time we saw him, he had a very bad last 18 at Bay Hill.
Yeah, but look about the Houston Open. He was 14 under.
Oh, did he play he played that well at the Houston Open, Stenson?
Yeah,
okay.
14 under. He played a phenomenal Sunday, Doggy. I mean, the guy's coming off of a great. And here's the thing about Stenson, and you know this, Doggy. He hits that 3-wood longer and straighter than anybody else on tour. So that guy is perfect for Augusta, and he knows the course, and he's actually played well there. Go back through his last couple of records there. He's played the course well. And remember, in the Open, when Phil shot minus 8, he blew him out and shot, 11 under? So, I mean, he knows how to win big tournaments.
Yeah, I did not. Fair. No, I did not like, Eric, to be fair. I did not like at all the Sunday there at Bay Hill. Now, again, he played well at the Houston Open. I knew he was not going to win, so it was easy to play well. Sunday, a couple weeks ago at Bay Hill, he did not play well. That worried me a little bit. Now, I know, obviously, a couple years ago at the British Open, he stared Mickelson down, and he almost won the PGA that year, too. He stared Mickelson down, and he played great. I understand that. but I'd be a little concerned off that Sunday at Bay Hill. I didn't realize that he had played so. I didn't even know he played Houston, and I did not realize he played so well there in Texas last weekend. So that is a plus. And I would like to see Poulter do well. Got a little momentum. I don't think he's going to win, but he plays well at the Masters. Here's Andy in Seattle, and he's on Mad Dog Unleashed. Andy, good afternoon. How are you today? What do you have for me?
Good, Doggy. Thanks for the call. I'm getting ready for the Masters here, but first, I think it's good for golf. In the back-to-back weeks, you've had some colorful golfers, some polarizing golfers that fans either love or hate for different reasons. And with Bubba, he can rub people the wrong way when in the match play, and Poulter definitely rubs people the wrong way. You need more guys like this in golf. I mean, you can't. You got guys like Brian Harmon and Daniel Berger, even Stenson, Kevin Kisner. No character for the casual.
Yeah, they're cookie-cutter golfers.
Fan.
They're cookie-cutter golfers. And I think that hurts Spieth a little bit, too. Spieth, I know everybody loves him, and he's got a great personality, but Spieth's a little boring. So, and everybody says, Spieth is 23 going on 50. I mean, and so as a result there, he can be a little, not annoying, but he's a little dull. And I agree, and that's why McManus there, a couple weeks ago said that Tiger, a little bit of Phil, they are the two that move the needle. And you notice here, Andy, the guy that we are not discussing at all is the guy that last year at this time was the clear favorite going in, and that was Dustin Johnson. And nobody has said a word about him in this tournament so far. And, he really is laying in the weeds, and he hasn't done an awful lot. Has he won on the tour this year, Dustin?
I think he won the Hawaii tournament, the
That's
tournament
right.
champions.
He won the first
Hyundai.
one in Kapalua. Yeah, he won the first tournament of the year, and I think that's it. Jason Day won San Diego. Obviously, Bubba won L.A. Casey won Tampa. Rory won Orlando. Bubba won match play. Who won Sanford? Who won AT&T?
Jason Day, but Dustin came in second.
Jason Day won the AT&T too, not the AT&T, not the one in San Francisco. He just won the San Diego one, right?
The San Francisco one was a no-name, Ted Potter.
Ted Potter won in San Francisco. That's right. So Dustin hasn't won in a while, but a lot of people are writing him off. It's not writing him off; they haven't brought him up. Don't be surprised if he has a big tournament too. He's obviously capable.
Because as you mentioned, that because of Tiger Mania and Phil's had a great West Coast swing and his form in the early spring, and so the mainstream media is going to focus on those two guys. And so guys like Rory, like last year, that's a big deal. The quest for the career Grand Slam. And last year, you were right. Dustin was the prized gem of the sport before he got hurt on those stairs. So. And then even, some of the South African guys always seem to play well at Augusta.
Don't be surprised if a guy like Charlie Hoffman plays well at Augusta. He usually does. Charlie plays well. He had a lead last year. A guy like Hoffman, who, probably won't win, but might be in the mix there on over the weekend. Hey, listen, folks. Any way you turn around, any way you look, there are a lot of guys. They'd have to really collapse to have a lousy leaderboard on Sunday. They'd have to really have trouble. Here's Rob in North Carolina, and he's with us here on Mad Dog Unleashed. Rob, good afternoon. How are you today?
How's it going, Doggy?
Fine, Rob. Thank you.
Listened to you for 10 years. I haven't called before, but you were talking with couples about going to Scotland for your 60th.
Right.
My 30th was November, and my father bought me, my uncle, and a friend of mine. We're going at the end of the month, first week of May.
To Scotland.
We're going to hit.
Okay.
Yes. Monday and Tuesday, St. Andrews. The old course is Tuesday. And Wednesday, we're hitting Carnoustie.
Can't go wrong. You've never been before, correct?
No, correct.
And you live in North Carolina, so you're a big golfer. Yes. All right, so you go right to Scotland, and away you go. I'm gonna take a crew not this year, the following year, but I'm setting it up as we speak. But I'm looking forward to it. I'll tell you that. Go ahead. What else?
Interesting thing about it is my dad was thinking about setting it up around late September or August, September-ish. And to get on the old course, you got to win a lottery. And he found out we won about 3 weeks before he was going to have the party and reveal it to me. So it got a little dicey, but, it's going to be a trip of a lifetime. So I just wanted to share that with you because you brought it up yesterday.
Yeah, I did. I'm going to play the, I'm going to do I'm not sure how I'm going to do it yet with the courses. I'm still working on it. But I'm going to do that. Listen, you go once. If you play golf, you got to go once. Bottom line. I'm 60 years old. How many more times can you listen to me bellow over the radio? One of these years I got to. And I was going to take Steve Torrey, but the problem with Steve is no cell phones are allowed, and I can't take a chance that Steve looking for that Yankee twin score on the 12th at Muirfield, and we get kicked off the course because Steve is calling Lauren for an update with Stanton and Judge. So there you go. 3:30 Sports Bite time. No Sports Bite time. So we'll get to Clinton, Green Bay, Wisconsin. He says hello on Mad Dog Unleashed. Clint, good afternoon. How are you today? What do you have for me?
Hey, Chris, how you doing?
Fine, Clint. Nice to have you aboard. What's on your mind now? What do you have? Let me hear.
Hey, listen, they say that the Masters course is designated for the left-handed golfer, so I'm going to root for my boy Phil to do good this weekend. Tiger is also obviously on top of everybody's tongue, and they want to get him out there and say that, we hope he does well, and we want to see him come back from his back injury and possibly win another major, and Babchek is gay.
Well, we don't want to get into that. That's not important. That's stupid. You got more important things to worry about than that, Clint. Their lefties do play well, though, at Augusta. Mickelson's won it there 3 times. Mike Weir won it lefty. Obviously, Bubba's won it twice. Lefties have always done well at Augusta. Jeremy Huber, Sports Bite, Mad Dog Unleashed.